I wish to have a hearing?
No, Your Honor. She wishes to waive the hearing and admit to the probation violation.
All right, Ms. Lake, you understand you are entitled to have a hearing?
I understand, yes,
And you
sir.
wish to waive that hearing and admit to the violation?
Yes.
All right. Anything for the record then, Mr. Huss, before we proceed with sanctions?
No, Your Honor. Nothing at this point.
All right. Ms. Lake, at this time, the court is going to find, despite this violation, that you're still amenable to community control, so I'm going to continue you on community control. I'm going to order you to be assessed while you are in the Warren County Jail. Once that assessment is completed, I will have you released on electronically monitored house arrest. You're ordered to comply with any recommendations in the assessment. Ms. Tranter, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Mr. Huss?
Yes, Your Honor. For the record, I would argue that she be released while the assessment is going on. I think there's something she wanted to address the court.
I do.
Go ahead, Robin.
We had spoken on Tuesday, I believe it was, about the list of things. My son is 17 and he's bipolar and he's been without his meds for almost 2 weeks now. He had a run-in with the police yesterday because he's self-harming himself. He's punching himself in the face. The medication I have is locked up in my place. I just need to get, we talked about perhaps furlough for a few days, at least through the weekend, and my mom is stage 4 terminal cancer. She is, I have POA for her. She is down below 100 pounds. I don't see her making it much longer, probably not until the end of the month. For those reasons, I do ask that I can at least be furloughed today and just to get some affairs in order and come back, even if it's a few days after my probation officer is aware of these as well. I do admit.
Has any of this information been confirmed? Verified?
I don't have any verification. I've been made aware of Mom. I have no doctor's notes on that or like the diagnosis or anything. Son, last time we spoke in jail, I asked about having a wellness check done on him and for like car keys and stuff like that at the time. Then that's as far as I've gotten with that. So.
You're saying no to what?
I don't think a wellness check was done yet, I'm sorry. My son is with the car. He has, he's been in different states. He actually just got out of juvenile detention center himself, or he's trying to stay off weed.
Here? Warren County?
Montgomery County.
Where do you live?
I live in Montgomery County.
Who would you have doing the assessment?
The coach probably.
Yeah, either to coach or Tower House, whichever.
I think,
Do you know, have any idea how soon they could get over to assessor?
I'm sure they could do it by tomorrow.
DeCoach would, I'm sorry. I had spoken with DeCoach as well, because I had just finished the PHP, the PPO, I believe, or I'm sorry, I'm getting them all mixed up, but I had just graduated to OP, so I was only seeing them like twice a month. So from my understanding, they can put me back into PHP. I was under community control, and they would be able to get me in right away in the same program with the same therapist and the same things, and I'd be able to start as soon as Monday on the PHP program, from my understanding, from 9 to 1 with, I forget his name, with Lisa Chase Miller as my therapist. I just really need to get out to my son. And when we had spoken on Tuesday, he had asked for me to make a list, and I have that ready for you, sir. I do feel I've made a lot of positive changes. I've been sober for 6 months, clean and sober from drugs and alcohol. I was in old people, places and things with my ex. I realize now I cannot be around him. I did taste it, and I did say, if it tastes good, I might want to do the drugs, and it tasted awful, and that was enough to get into my system the next day, and I am never going to touch any of it ever again.
Yeah, we've been here before, Miss Lake.
Yes.
You tested positive for cocaine during
Pre-trial.
Pre-trial.
Correct, I did. And then when I got out of jail after 5.5 weeks, I didn't touch it again. This is my first time, and like I said, I did taste it on my finger.
All right, I'll release you today on electronically monitored house arrest. You need to stay in contact with your probation officer and get this assessment scheduled. I want the assessment scheduled completed within the next, today's Thursday, within a week.
Yes.
Assessment's completed. Any further violations, Ms. Lake, that we're not going to be having this conversation a second time. So if these things are important to you, taking care of your mom, taking care of your son, then think of those things before you start dabbling in illegal drugs. Because I'm not, you know, I certainly want to have compassion for people, but you are the one making the choices, and there are consequences when you make bad choices. So you decide what you want to do. I'll release you on monitor today.
Thank you.
Ohio versus John Chalfant. Mr. Chalfant is before the court on his motion for driving privileges. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chalfant, with the charge that you were convicted of, you are not eligible for driving privileges. However, you are eligible, I'm looking at the timeline here, but it looks like you are eligible to have the court terminate your suspension, which is something different. I ordered a 5-year operator's license suspension back in 2021. And is this the only thing that's against your license right now?
Well, I mean, I have a fine that I have to pay. Other than that, no.
Did anybody run his leads?
Yes, Your Honor, I have an active copy of this lease.
Could I see it, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Looks like you've been driving anyway, right?
I was, yes. Because to get to work, and then I was actually stopped, and since then, that's what I've been trying to work on, getting privileges. So I've been paying on everything I possibly can to get set like even to where I can actually get privileges to drive. But I haven't been driving since then.
So what other suspensions are you under? It looks like you have a lot of them.
I had a bunch of different ones from before also, but I had one in Monroe, one in Middletown, but I've already made payment plans and started on all of them. I had some from Hamilton 10 years ago, and I'm still paying. I'm still trying to pay on one of them to get them to let me have privileges. So that's basically why I need the privileges, because at the moment I'm not able to get full license.
Yep, you are currently under you're under 32 different suspensions, including mine. I'm not gonna remove my suspension. You only have another year or so to go on this one.
6 months, Your Honor. It expires in December.
Yeah, you've continued to drive, you haven't obeyed the law, you have 32 active suspensions. If you had all of those other ones cleared up, and this is the only one remaining, I may consider it, but you've continued to drive and violate this court's order, so I'm not going to reward you for that, so your request is denied. All right, thank you, sir.